Number 10. The Red Squirrel. One of the most adorable dynamics on Friends is Joey's relationship with Rachel's daughter Emma. While you may not see him as the paternal type, his childlike qualities come through when we see him with the baby. Rachel's reading Emma a bedtime story about a red squirrel, but she notices that Emma's getting sleepy and is ready to head to bed.
Okay, someone's getting a little fussy. I think it's time for bed.
Whoa. Where's the little red squirrel going?
Joey, on the other hand, desperately needs to find out the ending to the thrilling tale and finishes the book on his own. Luckily, it had a satisfying conclusion.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Number 9. Rachel's Mix-Up. After they break up, Rachel jokes to Ross about a mixtape that she made with all the songs that were important in their relationship. She starts listing examples and then mentions Rhiannon, which does not ring a bell for Ross.
Why Rhiannon?
She leans in close and starts describing what sounds like a steamy scene that took place on top of Monica's laundry, but Ross has no idea what she's talking about.
Not me.
Really?
Turns out she's getting her memories mixed up, and the entire thing happened with another guy. Oops, happens to the best of us. Number 8. Who's holding the gun? Long before they actually became a real couple, Monica and Chandler have some friendly banter about the fact that she doesn't see him as boyfriend material.
Are you still on that?
Uh-huh.
He can't seem to let the issue drop, and before long, Joey jumps into the discussion as well, trying to make Monica choose between the two of them. He describes a scenario where they're the last two guys left on Earth and she has to pick between them.
Well, let's say we were the last two guys on the face of the planet, and you had a gun to your head. Which one would you pick?
Thing is, though, he didn't exactly outline the framework very carefully, and she has an easy out.
Which one of you has the gun to my head?
Number 7. Joey and Rachel's movie. While they're in Barbados, Rachel and Joey decide to have a little fun by posing as pharmacists at a convention taking place at the resort.
We're not pharmacists.
No, I know we're not, but Frank Medeo and Ava Chiraro Bumba.
Kate Miller.
Kate Miller it is.
But their cover is blown when a woman recognizes Joey from Days of Our Lives. Sorry, The Days of Our Lives. He quickly pivots, admitting he's not actually a pharmacist, but is doing research for a role. Rachel quickly comes up with an ingenious title for the pharmaceutical-based romance flick, and then the two riff off each other while describing the plot.
Yeah, it's called Prescription for Love.
Nice.
Hey, we'd actually see that movie. Number 6. Ross invented Die Hard. It's the holiday season, and Phoebe suggests that the group does a Secret Santa gift exchange so they can all save some money.
This year maybe we could do Secret Santa, and then we each only buy one gift. And there's the added mystery of, who gets who.
Monica, of course, is already prepared. When Joey comes in, he declares confidently that he actually invented the concept of Secret Santa.
I invented Secret Santa, you know.
But no one even has much time to address this because when Ross scoffs, Rachel calls him out for claiming that he came up with the idea for the action movie Die Hard.
Don't make me show you the napkin.
Sure, Ross, show us the napkin, why don't you? How he believes this is beyond us. Number 5. Wrong hospital room. When Monica and Chandler rush to the hospital because their baby's about to be born, they're obviously frazzled. So they end up going into the wrong delivery room. There they encounter a woman who they've never seen before, who's in the throes of giving birth and screaming in agony.
Come on, you can do this, baby.
Well, these are for you.
Chandler impulsively drops some flowers for the stranger and they leave the room shell-shocked. Let's just say that maybe it was for the best that Chandler didn't actually have to witness his own wife going through labor.
Did you see the size of the thing that was coming out of that woman?
I couldn't tell who was giving birth to who.
Number 4. Ross congratulating Monica and Chandler.
That ceremony was so beautiful.
Was it? Was it perfect? Is it too soon to see the video?
One of the running gags throughout Friends is Ross's bad luck with marriage. His first marriage ended because his wife was a lesbian, his second was marred by the fact that he said the wrong name at the altar, and his third took place when both parties were extremely inebriated. He reflects on all of this after Monica and Chandler's successful union, congratulating the happy couple on getting it all right the first time with no one being drunk, gay or getting their future spouse's name wrong.
I mean, you both said the right names. and nobody was drunk. And nobody was gay.
It's understandable that he gets a bit emotional. Number 3, Emma crawling.
All right, honey, you better come see this. I'm gonna go get Monica and Chandler.
We got to see a lot of Emma's development on the show, but one important moment that we didn't bear witness to in the original cut was the first time she crawled. The thing is, the gang didn't actually get to see it either. Rachel scrambles around announcing to everyone that Emma is crawling, causing Joey to cut himself shaving, and Monica and Chandler to rush over from across the hall.
Wow, look at her go.
When they get there though, Emma doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. So they all hold their collective breath and wait for the big moment, which never comes.
Who's painting us?
Number 2, Rachel eating alone.
I wish I was one of those people who could eat in restaurants alone. You should try it. It's a really good thing to do.
In this deleted scene, Rachel's proud of herself for going out to eat at a restaurant alone after she's unable to convince any of her buddies to join her for a meal. She returns triumphant and feeling good about herself for doing something that intimidated her.
I just had a great time with myself.
Well, this could be a good story.
However, Chandler quickly shuts her down, saying that he judges any woman that he sees eating alone in public because it must mean that there's something wrong with them. In retrospect, it's probably for the best that the scene was cut, as it makes Chandler look kinda sexist.
Excuse me, what is wrong with a woman eating alone?
Well, obviously something. She's eating alone.
I can't tell you how disconcerting it is to watch the DVDs of Friends after so many Netflix binges and seeing new things. This is just too much now. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Baby pictures.
Look, Ross, we love him, okay? But right now he's just a little naked fat guy. How excited can we get?
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Hey, what you got there?
400 pictures of Ben on a rug.
Phoebe's headache.
I'm gonna sit you down on the couch. Come on. It's nice soft pillows under your head. We're gonna turn the TV on. You can watch whatever you want. And sit down. I'm gonna make you some tea. And then I'm gonna rub your feet.
Oh, my head!
Dancing mishap.
Sorry, Mom.
Hey, Mickey.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Now at least I can hear myself think. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Detective Phoebe.
Who had the motive? Was it the actor, the chef, the masseuse, or was it the guy who's dating her?
Guy who's dating her.
Number 1, airport security.
Could you hurry up?
Hey, I have never set one of these off before, and I'm not about to start now. Oh, one more sec.
Most of the deleted scenes on our list were likely left on the cutting room floor because of time constraints, but this is one notable exception. The scene was filmed before 9/11 and was set to air in the fall of 2001. But considering the national tragedy that occurred, the producers changed their minds and cut a storyline in which Chandler made jokes about a bomb while at airport security.
Look at that. Federal law prohibits any joking regarding aircraft hijacking or bombing. You don't have to worry about me, ma'am. I take my bombs very seriously.
Sir, you want to come with us?
No, wait! Chandler, wait!
This scene resurfaced years later, but fans will know that in the end, the writers opted for a different storyline altogether.
This is ridiculous. I was just making a joke. I mean, I know the sign says no jokes about bombs, but shouldn't the sign really say no bombs?